Today, we're going to show you two cars you've probably never heard of.
And if that is the case, it means you haven't been watching enough Electrifying, because we've actually reviewed both of these, well, quite a few times.
Yes. Yeah.
But we want you to know about them, because both of these cars, if you choose them instead of driving petrol, could save you not just pennies, but pounds.
So which would you choose? The BYD Dolphin?
Or the Ora 03.
Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to the Electrifying YouTube channel and let's do it!
All right, over then. What you got there, Nick?
A Neo.
Oh, I thought that was a Chinese car manufacturer. Looks like an Oreo.
Yeah, but actually, it's a Neo. It's a coincidence, you see, because they're cheaper, but they taste the same.
Oh, share the love.
Go on then.
Give us a try. Excellent. So, hang on. Could we apply the same logic here to our cars? Because, well, the specs stack up, they look great, but they're cheaper than the brands we know.
Yeah. Well, that theory works.
Good.
Let's start with the BYD Dolphin, right? This is the top spec design model, £31,695. It has 204 brake horsepower, 60.4 kilowatt hour battery. It will do 265 miles, charges at 88 kilowatts. Yeah, fairly decent, isn't it?
Not bad.
Yeah.
But look at my Ora 03. My Ora 03 comes in at £5 under 35 grand. Smidgen more than yours. This is the Pro Plus model, which is not that over-the-counter drug that you can buy to give yourself a caffeine hit that I may or may not have dabbled in at university. No, this is the Pro Plus model. It has a 63 kilowatt hour battery and 171 horsepower to play with. It has a range of 260 miles and maximum charging at 67 kilowatt DC and 11 kilowatt AC. Good.
I just want to double check what you're saying there.
Yeah.
What you're saying is your car is more expensive.
Fraction. 10%.
Charges slower.
Fraction.
Is less efficient and can't go as far.
I mean, we're splitting hairs. Just
That's basically what you just said.
a fraction. But let's just take a look. I mean, yours looks more like a Vauxhall Mariva, whereas mine, given the fact that I'm squinting a lot because it's very sunny, looks like a Porsche. Or a Mini.
Should we have a proper look around?
Should we put them to?
Right, first up we have the BYD Dolphin. This is the top spec design model, which costs £31,695. We have been promised that there will be a cheaper model which will be mid-20,000s, but there's no sign of that yet. This has a 60.4 kilowatt hour battery and a surprisingly powerful 204 horsepower motor, which feeds the front wheels. Now, range is officially 265 miles, which gives an efficiency of 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour, although I'll be honest, 3.9 miles at a push. It will charge at a maximum of 88 kilowatts DC and 11 kilowatts AC, which is okay, but not exceptional.
I, on the other hand, have this, the Ora 03. It's also the top spec model, which means it's the Pro Plus model, and it costs £34,995. It comes with a 63 kilowatt hour battery with a 171 horsepower motor and a range of 260 miles in the official tests. Pretty good, right? The maximum charging rate is 67 kilowatts DC, which is a little bit less than the BYD, and also 11 kilowatt AC, which is the same.
So the Ora doesn't just look slightly softer and slightly flabbier than the Mini. It also drives like that too. But what I do like about it is this. So we're just in normal drive mode at the moment. And as you can tell, we are going to come to a complete standstill. Which means, of course, you get one pedal braking, which I love. And I'll show you the difference in the sport modes. This I don't love. Why do they put buttons like the start? Not in this car, but some cars. You have the start button, not in the driver eye line where you can't see it. In this case, it's nice and easy. It's just a switch here. But in this case, for the drive modes, it's down there. I can't see that. That's just really annoying. So hang on a minute. It's probably going to ping at me. I'm going to just pop it into normal, sport. Sport mode's good. Sport. Doesn't like the road. But anyway, sport mode's great. It feels really, really nippy. And again, as you will see, we have some pretty good regenerative braking right here. And we will come once again to a complete standstill. Love that. Makes driving fun, easy. Nick, how's your regen braking?
You say regen braking. I don't really have regen braking in here. There's no one pedal driving at all. There are two settings, which are standard and high, just that button there, right? So this is standard. I lift my foot off the accelerator and it slows down a little bit. And then I put it on high. Let's go on high, high. There we go. And then I lift my foot off the accelerator and it slows down a little bit faster. It's not great. And I'll be honest, as someone who drives electric cars all the time, I have grown to love one pedal driving. I'm such a big fan of it. And I think once you start driving EVs and you get used to it, you end up just using it all the time. You hardly ever touch the brake, but you do have to touch the brakes in this car. Yes, you do. But look, this thing drives really nicely, especially as a city car. It's very good as a city car. I mean, it's nimble and you can kind of get it around corners and throw it in tight spaces and all that sort of thing. My biggest gripe with this car is just how efficient it's not when you take it on the motorway. But it's not a motorway car. 'Tis a city car, 'tis what it is. But you go over 50 miles an hour and you'll just watch your mileage just drop. That range is just going to disappear. I know we have 265 miles, but that's really 265 miles in eco mode in a city. You won't get that if you're doing motorway journeys or big country road journeys on 60 mile an hour B roads, you know? But it's all right. I mean, the steering is quite light. Again, it's a city car, so of course it's going to be. But it's not horrendously light. I've driven way worse. It's quiet when you're driving slow. When you're on the motorway, it can get quite noisy. But there's a fair amount of oomph there. In terms of power, we've got 204 horsepower, and it will do 0 to 62 in 7 seconds, which isn't bad. For the type of car this is, the size of the car this is, 7 seconds isn't bad at all. But I do just so happen to know that Nikki's car is slower than that. So hey Nikki, how's that speed working out for you?
My 0 to 62 miles per hour is a little higher. It's 8.3 seconds. But let's be honest, how often are you going to be doing that? I think it's less important to have a good 0 to 60 and more important to have regenerative braking. Ta-da! So, all in all, this is a clear winner.
Would you like to hear an interesting fact? So, Ben, who is on camera, who's sat on the back seats right now, has an audio meter on the microphones, right? And told me that this car is 2 decibels quieter than the Ora 03. Isn't that right, Ben?
Absolutely it is.
Absolutely it is. This is quieter. In your face. In your face.
Oh, it's so good looking. Let's just take a moment to just...
It's so good looking.
Take a look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? 18-inch wheels there.
Oh, you say nice.
Lovely little spoiler.
I'm not so sure about those wheels, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Now, I must say, I love the front, the slightly quirky, surprised, adoring face at the front, but the rear hasn't won me over yet. It's got quite big hips, and also it's quite subtle in terms of where all the lights are. We've got a bit of a long light bar across here. It doesn't look so great.
Is this just brakes or is this indicators? Like, what is this?
Yeah, indicators are down here, and then this is also. It gets better in a minute. It gets better in a minute. It is electrified, which is good, but unfortunately, we have a whopping 235 litres. It's quite small. And no frunk.
Do you have any space under the floor? No.
Yeah. It's just full of things, really useful things. Yeah.
But you've got no space to put your proper charging cables.
Well, you wouldn't have two cables with you, would you?
I mean, it looks nice in black, I'll give it that. This is the design model, so we have tri-colour wheels, which adds a bit of funkiness. There's a part of me that doesn't want to bring you round to the back because this is where you're really going to lay into me. But
oh, you've still got Build Your Dreams.
Still have Build Your Dreams.
Ah, I thought that went.
It's under the glass, like you can't get rid of that. However, boot, 345 litres.
I'll give you that.
That is what? 100 more?
Why?
Is it 100 more than yours?
Not quite. Maybe.
105 more than yours.
You're better at maths than me.
And we've got part of our camera kit in here. Let's move that on.
Oh, that's quite nice.
That is if you've got wellies and things like that.
I do like that.
So that's really handy.
Or going to the garden centre, which I did the other day, and I got mud all over the interior.
Yes, and then lift up the boot floor. Look at that!
Oh, you've got your wellies in there.
Yeah. So much space under there. Come, take in all the space. I have to put that clip's coming off, but that's fine.
So you've got that.
And that's not electrified.
Because that's where you'd want to hide when people were coming when they knew you were driving this car. Ta-da! Welcome to the interior.
Okay.
I would just like to say first and foremost, isn't it a lovely space to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, perfectly pleasant.
Very easy. Oh, I just want to put my AC on because it's a bit sweaty in the car today.
Yeah.
Switch the car on and off. Then I've got my gear selectors down here.
So that's how you turn on your AC, but how do you actually change the temperature?
Ah, well, that's just very simple because there is a little permanent temperature gauge at the side.
Really little, isn't it?
It's quite small, as is the screen at 10.3 inches. It's a little bit small for my liking, but once you touch it, it comes up, so it's bigger. But I think the point is that, okay, you might not have a physical button down here, but you have a permanent icon up there.
Okay.
So you're never faffing around thinking, where's my temperature?
Oh, it feels very nice. And I quite like the padding bit down the side. It's quite lovely.
Very nice.
The seats
I think you'll find a little bit of vegan leather. We've got a little bit of pinstripe action going on down here. And
wireless charging?
Wireless.
That's wireless charging?
Yes.
That one.
Although you will then look up and see USB ports. No USB-C ports.
That's old school.
It is a bit, which is a bit frustrating because I don't have any of the old USB charging cables anymore.
I've only just got USB-C.
Yeah. So that's a bit annoying. But apart from that, I actually really like it. It's really spacious.
The body shape.
It's airy. It's got very high ceiling. It doesn't feel like you're in a small car.
Welcome to the interior of the Dolphin. This is so cool.
You're right. And actually, I would say using the word cool is the right adjective, not funky. Because I don't like funky and I like this.
Quirky?
Quirky, a bit over the top, having dolphin fins?
Dolphin fins.
As the door handle.
But they're nice to touch though, aren't they?
No more so than any other door handle.
Oh, right, okay.
And actually quite thin.
That's good.
But I think exacerbated by the fact that it's blue. If it was in black, maybe I wouldn't mind so much.
Well, you can also go for pinks and purples and all of the variety of colours.
I would not want that either, no.
But I've noticed that this feels a bit like a wetsuit, a bit like a dolphin.
Oh, yes.
That is the gear selector.
Don't like that. Because I would like to use my hands, not just a finger.
Yeah, and also, I'll be honest, all of these other buttons, I don't use. No.
So the only useful thing on that is your drive mode.
And your volume.
I mean, bizarre. They've allocated the same amount of space for the volume as they had for your gear selector.
Yeah, yeah. The screen
is nice. That's a good size.
Party time.
Unnecessary. No one does that.
Totally unnecessary, I'll be honest.
Does anyone walk around like that? No, there's a sensible way and a less sensible way of having things. So you don't need it like that.
I've only put it like that to show people it can do that. And then I just put it back again.
Excellent.
And also it just gets covered in fingerprints. And when the sun is on it,
But
you can't
that's kind
really
of standard,
see it,
isn't it?
which is just a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But everything all in here works really nicely. I mean, it's a massive screen, but everything all on here. So even
where's your temperature?
Okay, so
Oh no!
shut up. So you have
no! Where is it?
Well, here's what you can do. You can either tap on the fans, which opens up your menu.
But the fan's not there. But the fan's not there.
Or
The fan.
Yeah, there's your fans.
No, but
And then that's that. So then you go back home, there's the fan button that's always there.
okay, so you have to go to the home button.
Or you say, "Hi BYD, turn up the temperature by 2 degrees."
All right, the temperature is going up by 2 degrees.
She's good.
That is good.
She's really, really
She sounds
good.
quite nice as well, not too annoying.
She's very polite. She listens to everything you're saying. She turns on your heated seats. She can change the temperature. She can change the fans.
Okay.
She can do all of that. So I've actually found, since I've been driving this, I don't have to press anything on the screen. I just ask her to do everything.
Okay,
Which is
I
quite
like
nice.
it. You're working her
And
for
it
you.
does work every time. But here you've got a little 5-inch screen that's got all of your information
small.
and stuff on there.
All right.
We have-
what's this? Is this a storage bin?
We
get
have
in?
wireless charging in here, storage in here.
Wait, hang on.
Stop damaging my car.
Oh, it's just a big
It's
empty
underneath
space.
here.
Oh no,
And then you have
that's
storage
annoying.
down here.
So there's no. I find that very annoying when there's no secret cubby hole. So now anything. Okay, fine, but that's a bit small. So stuff that you want to put in, you can see.
But you can hide things in there.
Yeah, it's a bit small.
And you've got USB-C.
Yeah, okay, you went on that one.
USB-C, which
Yeah.
is very nice. I think for the money
Yeah.
and what you get, like the massive screen.
Although what 17-year-old would be able to afford a car like this?
Rear seats though, very
Well,
nice.
We do like it in the rear.
This is surprisingly spacious. It's all right back here. This is really spacious, and like even you've got the quality of stuff back here.
What do we think about the headrest as well?
Oh, that's quite
Comfy.
nice actually.
Very comfy.
Couple of cup holders.
Stitching.
That's a USB again. They need to update that.
I don't know why they still have USBs.
Yeah.
Interesting, that one.
That's all you got back here though, haven't you? There's no like
Ah, some handles.
for all of your handling needs.
Exactly, when, you know, going around a bend. Ooh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Who's driving?
Or
Crazy driving.
hanging up your dry cleaning.
Or that, yeah. I actually do use those handles for that, for hanging up shirts and stuff when I'm travelling to an event. So
There you
that's, yeah, fine. Perfectly fine.
I'm ready.
On 3. 1, 2.
Ah, ooh, nice. And I must say, I do appreciate these bucket sports seats.
Yes.
They are nice.
And also they're not too overpowering because you do have a little gap.
Yes, that would be annoying though, wouldn't it? I can just imagine my child like trying to tickle the back of my neck or poke me with something.
Quite a nice little tickle on the back of the neck now, isn't it?
It would not be nice from my child. Be more like a punch or a pinch.
Nice. You have lovely kids. Couple of
Cup holders. You've got slightly bigger headrests,
Yeah.
which is nice.
and phone
Ooh.
pockets.
And 2 little USB-Cs. Oh, that is good. And so you could put your iPad in there, some toys in there, and you've still got even more space between your knee and the seat.
Yeah. And that's extra cup holder.
My name is Flipper. Remember, the Flippers are back.
Is that the actual song for Flipper? Is that what it actually is?
I think so.
Faster than lightning. Do you want another Neo biscuit?
Do you know what? I think I might pass.
They're actually not as nice as I was hoping they would be.
I think I can put my sunnies on. It is very bright.
It's so bright.
Also, they're from China, so I feel like they fit with the shoot.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Can I throw this out there?
Go on. Might not catch it.
Dolphin is the clear winner here. Clear winner. It
Oh, I
drives.
thought, because
What?
I thought there was going to be more to your argument.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do have more to my argument.
Oh, go on then.
It charges faster, it goes further, it's less money, and I just think in terms of styling and quirkiness, sorry, I know you don't like the word funky, I think I would much rather have a Dolphin over an Ora 03.
I see your points, but there's, I mean, 5 miles more, nothing in it. Charges a little bit faster, but not if you're charging at home. It would charge at the same speed.
Yeah, they're both 11 kilowatt AC, aren't they? Yeah.
I agree yours is cheaper at 3.5 grand, but...
3.5 grand, that's really cheap.
But wait,
31.5 grand, maybe.
No, 3.5 grand cheaper.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah. So I would agree yours is cheaper, 3.5 grand cheaper.
Yes.
More or less. But have you looked into the financing deals? Because that's where my little Ora is actually a bit of a bargain. It comes in at less than your BYD. So
Like,
what are you going for?
I'm still going
still
Dolphin because it just makes more sense to me. Are you still sticking with your Ora?
I think so. It has slightly won me over with its looks.
Yeah.
And I feel like with everything else, the practicalities are quite similar.
Yeah.
Like for like.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine has a bigger boot, but you know what I mean.
The big question
Same.
would you go for a BYD or an Ora or a well-known manufacturer that's been around for a lot longer?
I don't think you can be a brand snob anymore. I just don't think you can. From what these other brands are offering, they're coming in on the market and they're offering everything that all these big brands can offer at a much cheaper price. That just makes so much more sense.
You also haven't talked about the little secret weapon.
What's that?
No cobalt, no nickel in your battery.
Yeah, Blade battery.
Yeah.
Such a good battery. Do you know what else we haven't acknowledged?
Oh, what?
We've done this whole entire video in the same outfit.
Oh, hadn't even noticed. Genuinely, this was not planned. This did just happen.
It really wasn't.
I think we're spending too much time together.
We are.
Should we say
Subscribe
goodbye?
to the Electrifying YouTube channel, please.
Bye-bye. We need to
See you
get
next
some
time.
time apart.